Welcome at Vergouwen Overduin, one of the largest training and coaching companies in Europe, providing its services to the public and private sector for over 25 years now.
Hello, my name is Sarah Della and I'm a communication trainer at Vergouwen Overduin. You are going to be seeing a part of a training in presentation skills, and in this short fragment we would like to show you the manner in which Vergouwen Overduin delivers its trainings. We are now in the middle of the training, and I've already told the participants about how to structure a training, but what I would now like to focus on are the very important elements of the introduction to a presentation. But rather than me telling participants what we need to think about, I'm going to try and encourage them by posing the right questions to get the answers back from them. So in summary, we've looked at the overall structure of a presentation. We know we have to have an introduction, also the main part, and of course the ending. What I'd like to focus on now though is the introduction to a presentation. What do you think we need to include to make a good introduction?
Maybe what you're going to do during the presentation?
Okay, very good. So what is that to do with? That has to do with the program or the structure of your presentation. Good. And what else?
How long your presentation is going to take?
Okay, very important. The timing. People need to know how long they are expected to sit and listen to you. Other ideas?
It's important that you tell what the goal is of your presentation and why you are giving the presentation.
Okay, so what we're actually thinking about is where we're going in our presentation, the overall goal, and why it's you giving the presentation. So Remo, do you have any other suggestions for what you might like to include?
Well, during a presentation, I've seen people using a funny film. And we really have to laugh about it. After the funny film, I noticed people became more relaxed.
Yeah, absolutely. It's often a very good way to begin. So what you can think about is how important is the beginning. It's important to have a catchy start to your presentation. So a good start. And you can do this maybe with a film, as we've just heard, or with a picture, or an anecdote, or a personal story. So there's a variety of different things you can include, but something that really grabs the attention of your audience. And of course you have to let people know who you are, so introduce yourselves. One thing that can motivate your group and to make them curious about what you're going to say is to do with the what's in it for the audience. They need to know why they're going to listen to you. So you need to be thinking about what are you going to tell them about why they should listen to you. So what is in it for the audience? Okay, so we're going to start with practicing the introductions to your presentations, and I think Jessica, you were going to do the first one? So in this part of the training we are going to try and put into practice what we've discussed in theory. We've just been talking about the introduction of our presentations, but there's a big difference between knowing something and doing it. So the participants are going to practice the start of their presentations, and I'm going to be filming them for the purpose of feedback. Jessica, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, off you go.
Good morning everyone. My name is Jessica Lane and I'd like to tell you something about the new system, the APS system. Do you recognize this? It's very busy at work and you have the feeling not knowing what's going on, and it's busy, 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 and you never seem to manage to finish your daily work and your daily practices. You have to work with different systems as well. It's hard to cope with. The goal of this presentation is to inform you about the new system, because within 4 months' time this situation will be over. You get to work with another system. First I'm going to tell you about the background of the APS system, and then I'll tell you about some advantages of this system compared to the system we now have. and I'll show you some pictures that will give you some kind of an impression of the new system. And then I will tell you about what this new system could mean for you. I'll finish this presentation with a time schedule so you can see when you will work with this system. Yeah. This presentation takes about 10 minutes, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you for your attention.
The participant has just given a presentation of approximately 10 minutes, and there now follows a feedback session. We also think it's important that the participant is able to give an impression for themselves as to how they think the presentation went. We tried to focus not only on what needs to be improved upon, but also what went well. The group will be asked to give their feedback, and the trainer will also give their professional opinion. Later on during the training, all the participants will have the chance to re-practice their presentation with the benefit of the feedback that they've received. Okay, Jessica, thank you very much for your presentation. We're now going to do some feedback. Can you give your impression as to how you think the presentation went?
Okay, well, I found it quite difficult to do this in front of you. I was very occupied with the introduction because I felt a bit tense, and I don't know if I came across that way, so I hope you didn't notice.
Okay, what do the rest of you think? What's your impression?
Well, I thought your introduction was very nice and the picture was really funny. I recognized it because I often feel like that.
Yeah, I agree. I think you did really well, Jessica. It was a lovely opening. Well done. Okay, other observations?
Yes, I thought it all went well.
Can you be a little bit more precise in what you mean with that?
Yes, I thought it was also helpful that you told us what we're going to do and also how long it was going to take.
Okay.
Yes, I agree. Having the programme really makes a difference. It helps the audience to know where you're going and also to know how long we are going to sit and listen to you. So good. Are there any other tips?
Well, I think you were looking at the big screen, and I think it's better to watch on a small screen of your laptop so you can keep in touch with the audience.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Good point.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, other ideas, other tips?
You told us who you are, but I was curious why you were telling us about this. Did you build this system?
Right, I forgot to tell you, I'm the project manager, and it's my duty to make sure that the program is well installed, so yeah, good point.
Okay, I think that is an important point because clearly this comes back to what we looked at in the introduction. What's in it for the audience and who are you? And this is a very important part of your introduction. It's something that triggers a curiosity in the audience as well. And the first picture that you showed, I would go back to that again. It's a really good trigger for them.
Yeah, good idea. Okay. Thank you.
So, thank you very much, Jessica. Have you written down all the tips that you've had?
Yes. Yeah, thank you. It was very useful.
Okay, thank you very much. What I'm going to do is to give you a copy of the recording that we made. Have a look at it at home, and when we come back together next week, then you can give us your impression as to how you think your presentation went.
Okay.
Yeah? So well done.
Thank you.
We're going to move on to our next presenter now, and that is Mustafa. This is a short example of the way that we deliver trainings within Vergouwen Overduin. We give attention not only to the theory, but also allow participants to practice a lot. Additionally, we think it's important to focus not only what the participants can improve upon, but what they are already doing well. Thank you.